Hello students, today we are going to study lesson 3, chapter 3, that is data and information. Now this whole chapter I am going to complete in two parts. So this is part 1 and next will be part 2. So when we come across data and information in computer, it is very necessary first that you must know what is data and what is information. So for example, now let me take an example that your teacher has asked one of your class monitor to find out the student who has got highest marks in maths with the student's name, roll number and his or her marks. She has asked the monitor to do so. What monitor will do? The monitor will take a paper and pen and he or she will start writing the marks of each of his classmates, and he will put down the marks like Reena maybe 53, Sheila 89, Madhuri 99 and so on. And once when all the names and all the marks are taken by the monitor, what is that marks actually? Is he or she, is the monitor now ready with the highest mark who has got? No. The monitor has only got all the data of the classmates, all the marks of the classmate with their names. Now, what the monitor will do? He or she will sit and then he will just check that whose marks is the highest in maths. And then the monitor will write the particular name, the particular marks and the child's who has got the highest mark, the roll number of that child, and then that will be presented to the teacher. So now in this whole process, the monitor, whatever things that monitor collected, whatever facts the monitor collected from the classmates, that was data. Then the monitor sat and check that whose mark is highest. That is the processing which was done by the monitor. And finally, the monitor took out the highest mark of a particular child and his or her roll number and presented it to the teacher. That particular highest mark of the child is called the information. So what is the difference here in data, processing and information? The difference was, data was actually the raw fact which was collected. So we say that data is the collection of fact. That's it. Collection of fact is called data. So it can be numbers, it can be alphabets. Suppose if it is not marks, then it will be only names. If the teacher asks, just give me the list of the students whose name starts with A. So in that condition there will be no numbers. In that condition only alphabets will be there. So data is not always a number. Data can be numbers, alphabets or words like names. Names are what? Words. Like, then the processing. What is processing? The processing is the action taken on data to convert it into useful or meaningful information. So the monitor took the fact, sat and then found the highest mark of the child. That was the processing done by the monitor. So the processing is what? It is the action which is taken on the collected fact. That is, what is the collected fact? Collected fact is the data. So the action taken on the data to convert it into useful information. Now what is information? Information is already processed data. The result, the outcome of the data, after processing the data, whatever outcome we get, that is called the information. Now here you can see one example is given on the board. Here is a data is taken here. See this example. This will make it more clear. Amit Chandar 7, Mr. David 97, class teacher. Can you understand anything with these words and numbers? Here is Amit Chandar 7, Mr. David 97, class teacher. Anything can you find out from this thing? No. This is the raw data. This is the raw fact. It is collected. Amit Chandar is a name, 7 is a number, Mr. David again is a name, 97 is a digit, and then again class teacher is a word. So nothing is very clear that what is this. This is a raw fact. That means it is a data. Now on this data, processing will be done according to the need. Whatever processing is done, after that we get the information. Now what is the information here after processing? Here is given Amit, that is Amit Chandar. I have missed Chandar. Here will be Amit Chandar. Amit Chandar is the name of a child who is 7 years old. This is the information which we got after processing. Actually, Amit Chandar is a child who is 7 years old and he got 97 marks. His class teacher is Mr. David. So now this makes a sense. This sense comes after processing this raw fact. So what is done here? When the processing is done with the raw fact, to convert it into meaningful information. Is it clear? The concept of data, processing and information. I am sure it is very clear to you now. Next is, when we come across this chapter, you have also, many times you used to use this word memory. Many of your parents or you yourself share with your friend that this much memory is left in your mobile, or you have a pen drive of 16 GB memory, or you have a memory card in your mobile. You come across this word memory. What is this memory? Yeah, of course the memory is in our brain. We used to remember many things because of the memory. Same thing happens with the computer or your mobile. Mobile is a small computer these days. So how it is possible that we store several things in our mobiles or computers? Now also you are having all your digital classes. You are having your many videos are sent to you by your teachers, and those all videos are saved in your mobile or laptops or computers. So there would be something in your mobile or computer or laptop which is keeping that video safe for you so that you can watch it later on whenever you feel like. So what is that? That is the memory of the mobile or computer or the laptop. So when we come across memory, how these computers and laptops or mobiles keep the memory and how do we measure it? Like for example, you measure different groceries, the sugar, rice or thing. How you measure? You measure in kilograms, kgs, and you measure milk in liters, oil in liters. Can we measure memory in kilogram? Can we say I have 5 kg memory? No, not at all. I can't say I have 1 liter memory. No. So there is a unit to measure memory in laptops, computers and your mobile phones. Many times you would be using 1 GB, 2 GB, 2 KB, 5 MB. Yeah, of course. These MB, GB, KB, these all are the units of memory. Now to come across in detail, I'll explain you all this MB, GB, KB in detail afterwards. But to start the concept of memory, let us understand this. What is memory? Memory is a storehouse of the computer. Whatever we store in the computer, that is stored in the memory. For example, we as living beings also, whatever we store in our brain, that is stored in our memory. In the same way, the laptops, the computers or your mobiles store the data or information in its memory. So we say that memory is the storehouse of the computer. And you know what is the unit of measuring it? It is measured in bits and bytes. The measuring unit of memory is bits and bytes. Now what is this bits? B-I-T. Bits means any one binary digit, that is 0 or 1. Now you understand this much only. I'll explain you in my next video. Bit means any one binary digit. This 0 and 1, this 0 or 1, these are called binary digits. There are only two binary digits, 0 or 1. Now, 1 bit means electronic pulse, one electronic pulse. When we say 1 bit, then 1 bit means either 0 or 1, not the two both. Okay? When we say 1 bit, it means only one pulse. One pulse means either it will be 0 or it will be 1. Because now whatever memory is there, whatever memory of computer, laptops or mobiles take, that is only measured in binary digits, and that contains only 0 and 1. These are the pulses. So 1 bit means one electronic pulse. You know that these devices, laptops, mobiles, computer, these all are an electronic device, and the electronic device store things in their memory in the form of binary digits, that is 0 and 1. That is called electronic pulse. Now, when 8 bits together comes, it forms 1 byte. So, a byte is equal to 8 bits. And you know, our memory size of the computer, laptops and mobiles are written as KB, kilobytes, or MB, megabytes, or GB, that is gigabyte, MB, that is megabytes. Now, the relation between all these I will let you know in my second video. Till then, you just understand this much, that the memory of the computer is measured in bits and bytes, and bits means single electronic pulse, that is either 0 or 1. Then a byte is a group of 8 bits, and the memory size is written as KB, that is kilobyte, or MB, that is megabyte, or GB, that is gigabyte. So children, first you copy it down in your notebook, and then wait for the next video in which I'll explain you what is the relationship between kilobyte, between bits, bytes, kilobytes, megabytes and gigabyte. Also, I'll explain you about the programming language in computer, what language computer understands. Though we feel that computer understands English, but it is not that computer understands English. Computer has its own language, and that language consists of only 0 and 1. So this I will be explaining you in my next video. So till then, you copy it down and try to learn it. Thank you.